And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Minecraft. And I have started the process of tearing down the system here. We are ready to move. If we look over here, we have got this thing ready to go. It's all laid out, ready for building. And we even did the landscaping already. Yeah, we hopped in here and did some landscaping. So we are ready to go. We have color-coded... well, color-coded is a word, but the elevators are ready to go, and we have
Why not have them in different colors?
we have a little pinkness spreading over here.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, the pinkness is spreading, because yeah, we are on 1.5 of the Builders Pack. So a new version includes a new mod called Random Things, and that is a thing on Random Things, and it got rid of one mod. I think it was Tinker.io that was axed because reasons. And so yeah, if you are using the pack and you load up your world and it gives you a warning of, hey, you know, some things are going to get removed, that is why, because Tinker.io was removed. Because A, nobody was using it. B, it was, you know, Tinker's itself is a pretty early game thing, and we're well beyond the early game. So if we look, you can see I actually managed to get a neat little lighting pattern in here. And so yeah, we are ready to expand down here. So this sub basement, this is for power gen, and the first basement here, this is for auto crafting for our machines, spawn rooms. The eventual hole-in-the-wall cafe is going to go down here because Flower has indicated she would like a little cafe in here. So we'll have to find a little place for them to go. But first, we need to begin the moving process. And as such, we will come over here and start that up. So we're going to need a bunch of Fluix cable. And so I've already crafted some of the components that we're going to need. So if we do Fluix, you see we only have 59. We're going to need more than 59. So let's grab some Certus quartz cable, and then let's grab some Fluix cable. I'm going to grab one more stack, and then there we go. That's a good amount of cable right there. 193 Fluix, 221 Fluix dust, and we're also going to start the process of an auto crafting system. This is going to be a kind of a multi-step process, and I'm going to go through it as slowly and intricately as I can, so everybody has an idea of how to set this system up efficiently. And we're also going to test kind of a new design that I want to try to see if it works better than what I've been doing. So we're going to get into this here. So we want, and I try to build my auto crafting system so I never have to go back and add capacity to it. So we're going to start with 64 interfaces. So we need 64 annihilation cores. So there's 64 of those. We need 64 formation cores. Moink. There's 64 of those. And we need 64 interfaces themselves. And there's 24 because my AE system just doesn't know what to do. So there's 64 of those. Okay. So we have interfaces, cables. The other thing we're going to need is some power. And we've got a power cell over here. I actually had 2 of these, and I don't know where the other one went. No idea. It was sitting right here, powered up, charged up, and it's gone. And I have no idea where it went. I don't know if that was a product of, like, what happened, or if an Enderman stole it and is now building an army of mechanized Endermen. I don't know. But it's concerning. So I'm going to grab this one. And we are going to try... We're going to build an energy acceptor. Can never have too much energy. And let's see. I think for the short term here, that's going to be all we have. I want some bricks so we can lay out some things. Okay, we're going to go over here. Now, the main push to this is getting this middle line here. So this block goes all the way down to our sub-basement. And because all of my machinery and stuff is going to be down there, all that's going to be up here is basically some terminals to access the system. You know, and so this little area here is going to be pretty much the only point that we're going to need to work on. And if you look right in here, I have a dread lamp right here, and this prevents bats and passive mobs from spawning in the area. And I've also got, if you go down here, I've got a dread lamp here and a mega torch here. And if we go down further, I've got yet another one down here. If we dig one more here, another dread lamp, another mega torch, because I don't want anything spawning down here. And my dank null grabbed that stone. So I'm going to do this. Go up here, grab that out. Because I'm not placing blocks with the dank null because there are, again, issues. So the energy acceptor is going to go there. And now we're going to have some fluix cable going up the whole. That's basically like the backbone of the base and the driftiness of this game. Okay, so let's go down here. Oh. And we will be putting a chunk loader right in here. So that will be all good to go. So these come out 2 from every direction, and there'll be a terminal on here just in case we need it. We most likely won't use them very often because we will put some wireless access and things. But yeah, that's essentially the gist of what's going to be up here for the time being. And so we have this nice backbone of network access down here. And in order to power this all up, we are going to grab the battery here. And for now, the battery is what's going to feed our system. Because there's 50 million RF in here. And it's really not going to take all that much. And we can recharge that battery not quickly, but yeah, semi-quickly. And we'll soon have more and more power gen down here. So yeah, next step is getting some interfaces set up. So we want, and you can see that took from top to bottom and everything almost 60 cable. So interfaces for auto crafting. Well, I would like to set these up. We're going to come down a little ways. Again, my base design doesn't attempt to hide the system. And so there's no digging behind walls. There's nothing like that. You can basically see it at a glance and see everything that it's trying to do. And that's kind of how I like it. So, you know, I have done designs where it attempts to hide things and not really liking that design. So we're going to try actually a slightly different design of my AE system than what I normally do. Normally, I try, and I'll sketch this out a little bit. Here's kind of what my nodes look like. They kind of go out like this. And then I have interfaces on this side like this. Okay. And the reason I do that is I can put 5 assemblers on each one of those. But it's very space inefficient. And so I kind of want to try a different way to do it. I'm going to need that back. Oh. Oh, not the brick, the interface did.
I know. It's
Oh. Oh. Oh, your magnet. Oh.
You didn't. Okay. Magnet off. Okay.
Gimme. Yes.
And then did I get some cables?
You probably did. For now, though.
Oh, I got 2.
Yeah.
I just got 2.
I've got another 2 stacked, so we're good. So the big thing is I want 1, 2. Oh, we gotta have shift click. So shift space is essentially what you need to do to shift click in when you can fly. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8 right there. So I'm going to try this design, and I'm going to put 4 assemblers on each one of these. So it's just going to be this row of assemblers. And I'm going to do this on both sides. Let's see, that is just 1. So I'm going to take that. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. So that's 8 there and 8 there. Now, there's going to be an assembler on the bottom here. And the molecular... I can't say that word. For the life of me, can't say that word.
Molecular?
Molecular assembler is essentially a crafting table. Just think of a assembler here as a crafting table. And there's 4 can go around the outside of this. Well, that's going to allow the interface to craft 4 things at a time. And I don't have any of those crafted just yet, so yeah, that's a thing. I don't need that one.
Yeah, I got another one.
Let's see. So imagine that's an assembler and that's an assembler, right? Yeah, they're bricks right now, but imagine, use your imagination. Those are assemblers. We're gonna want another set of interfaces to go this way because we don't want the assemblers themselves to be talking to one another. We want them to be autonomous to that interface. So we're going to try to do this. So we're going to be able to put another assembler here and another one here, and the interfaces won't conflict or fight. Okay, so there's 4 there, or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 16. There's half of what we need right there. So we're doing pretty good. This is way more space efficient, and I'm hoping that it works. This is kind of a new design, untested, but hey, you know, why not do something new and different? Kind of get out of my comfort zone a little bit. And
I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Well, because of how the interfaces craft stuff, you can maybe run into problems. Because
this, you're not having them touch each other, so they shouldn't even know that they're there.
Well, the interfaces see each other. They're all connected to one another.
No, I mean these, yeah. I mean the crafting table blocks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's another 8 there, and we have 2 spaces in between. So there's assembler there and assembler there. It shouldn't balk at that little process. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there. So we have 16 more of these to go. I think I'll be able to put them right here. So 1 there, I think. Let me place this here. Yeah, I think that would work. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then yoink. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there is 64 interfaces ready for assemblers. That is a lot of assemblers. it's basically going to be 4 stacks of assemblers in order to craft this. And if we look at the crafting process, the assemblers themselves, another set of annihilation cores, another set of formation cores, and crafting tables with quartz glass and iron. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I have been processing so much of this. I don't know if we have enough logic processors to actually finish this off in our system. So we might have to like build 1 stack of these and then, you know, fill them out as we go. So if we come over here and look at what we have as far as iron goes, we have lots of iron ore ready. We have some iron ingot, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have enough for 4 of those. How am I doing on processors? We have enough for probably 64 of these. How much quartz glass do we have? We have 0 for quartz glass. So let's craft another set of these. And 1 more. So, I already crafted the crafting tables. So let's craft 64 annihilation cores. Let's craft 64 formation cores. And now let's see if we can craft. Of course, AE is derping out with us here. 1 more. I want 1 more. There we go. 64. So we can at least put 1 assembler on every single one of those. And that will get us started in the auto crafting arena. And that will go a long ways. Because then we'll be able to craft a bunch more once we have the system set up and ready to go. And how much iron are we now out of? Oh, that actually didn't take all that much iron. That's surprising. Anyway, so we have the assemblers, and you just slap the assemblers on it. The other things that we're going to need is some, let's see, applied, and then we're going to want terminal. So we have the crafting terminal. There's one right here. How many do we have in here? See, we have 1 terminal in here. And how many illuminated panels do we have? We have 1 illuminated panel. Okay. We are going to want an interface terminal. And that's going to be another interface, which is going to require a formation core. So let's get one of those up. So this is just the beginnings of the system here. So we want 1 interface terminal. We want 1 pattern terminal, which is going to require a crafting terminal. So a pattern terminal. And we're going to want another crafting terminal, which is going to require another regular terminal, which is going to require a bunch more cores and another illuminated panel. So let me craft a few of those. And a terminal, which is another few formation cores. And some annihilation cores. Crafting terminal. Can I? Oh, no.
This will be one of the last times you go through a crafting process.
Yeah, because once this is up and running, auto crafting is going to be the primary focus here.
Glorious.
So let's get some crafting tables. Now another crafting terminal, or 3. Why not? You know, why not? So we have the pattern terminal, interface terminal, and the crafting terminal. Those are going to be our primary way in. And let's see, what else do we need? Well, we're going to need a bunch more stuff, but we'll get to that eventually. Now I would like to maybe get this thing set up and running. Yoink. And then I want to put a terminal up here. Yoink. And I'll put one over on the pink side because I know that's going to be Flower's main point of access right there. So,
yep.
So we have 64 of these guys ready to go. So let's go ahead and place these in. Now these are going to consume power as we build this up. So we got to keep an eye on that battery down in the basement. And we don't want to let that thing run dry. Let's see. So let's see, right in here. So again, these are like crafting terminals, basically, crafting stations. These can process pretty much any vanilla craft recipe that you can put in. It's a little dark right here. A little dark. Okay, and then we have one on the bottom. Let's just put one down here on the bottom. Keep with the outside motif. Oink. There we go. So now we can craft with all of these. So let's see. I'm going to do the white terminal here, and we're going to come out 2. And we're going to have 1 on each side, just like that. Now, the front, I'm going to put the crafting terminal right there. I'm going to put the pattern terminal on the left, and I'm going to put the interface terminal on the right, just like so. So there is your auto crafting station there. So these should all show molecular assemblers, 64. That is a beautiful thing. That is saying, hey, we've got 64 molecular assemblers, and yeah, we can now start auto crafting. Unfortunately, there's nothing in the system right now. So we can't do anything because there's nothing in the system. How do we solve that? Well, I'm going to bridge this out a ways, like so. And we're going to come, well, that'll be high enough, I think. And then let's go grab our the entirety of the AE system. So if we come over here, right now, all of our stuff is in here. A whole bunch of stuff. Well, rather than move all that stuff individually, what we can do is actually come over here to our drives and be like, oh, look at all these drives. That's kind of cool. Well, we can take all these drives out. And now we have nothing in here. That's what's awesome about the AE system. You can move all of your stuff really quickly. There we go. And I do want this. There we go. Did you get any of that stuff?
Nope, I made sure I was crouched.
Okay, so I got all of that. The drives. I think you got something. I'm missing the drive. Aha. Aha! Okay. Let's go over there. Put this system back up over here.
I didn't mean to steal it.
Let's go over here. And I wanted to bridge over this green one there because I didn't want, anybody to bump their head. So we're going to put this driveway up here. And we're going to take, I want this drive. This doesn't have anything in it. Zero types, 0 bytes. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that for another purpose. There's another one that we can do too. So this one here, 0 bytes out of 0 drives, or 0 bytes out of 0 types. So all of our stuff now is in here. Well, yay! We have all of our stuff again. So one of the things we want to do is we want to set up the other dimension to auto crafting is crafting CPUs. So I want some crafting CPUs, and we are going to have a glorious time doing this. But for now, to start auto crafting, I'm going to use this empty storage cell. Now, if it's empty, make sure it's empty, because you can shift right click and it will pop that storage component out. So you get the housing and you get the storage component. That effectively erases the drive. It's like formatting a hard drive. If there was anything on that drive, it's gone. So really make sure that it's empty. Or, you can obviously do that and erase a drive if you really want to. That's full. But you completely eliminate everything that you get. So how do we autocraft? Well, first, let's use this housing. And for some reason, I can't put stuff in it. Why can't I put... And we got lots of types available. I can't pull out of it. Why can't I do this? Well, it has to do with power. Right now, this thing is feeding it power, and it's feeding it power, and this stuff is using so much power that we can't actually interact with anything in the AE system. So if you run into this, it's all about power. So how do we solve it? Well, first, we are going to disconnect all of those things because we need to interact with this. Now we can interact with it. Look at that. We can pull stuff in, put stuff out. That little system over there was consuming so much power, we couldn't actually interact with the system. And so Applied Energistics has something called dense energy cells. And yeah, right in here, dense energy cells. Let's see if we have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 of those. And a dense energy cell is all of 8 around a calculation processor. Throw one of these in, say right here. This starts charging up. And this can hold 3.2 million RF. This is pulling power out of that battery down here. So this battery is being drained with that system. Now that the AE system has a little bit of power, we should be able to connect all those back up. And it has a little bit of a buffer power. So we should, look at that, it works again. So yeah, with the more stuff you have connected to your AE system, you're going to want these dense energy cells because that is the main way that AE can keep up with the demands that you put on it. No, I didn't want that. I want that. So now we've got this thing set up. To make this faster, we can put another import bus if we want. Okay. Please stop doing that. So now we're going to want to get into autocrafting, but that's going to have to wait till next episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.